So why am I out here sitting in front of my Chevy Volt? So why would I sit out here in front of a Chevy Volt? Let me tell you, my smug, 100% true. 100% true. My smug level with this Volt after 2 years of service, I've used 1.3 gallons of gas. I used 7 gallons of gas that were CarMaxes. 7 gallons in a year. No, I'm sorry. My smug gets to me 2 years. 2 years with my Volt, and I've used less than 9 gallons. Let's just go with that. Less than 9 gallons. 2 years with my Volt. Less than 9 gallons. My smug, oh God, let me tell you, it is so strong. It's even getting stronger. Charging right now. It's charging off of solar power. Solar power charged Smug from the Chevy Volt. Solar powered Smug. And then people say, hey, I see you have an electric car. I see you have a Chevy Volt. How far can you drive? What people don't know is that the Chevy Volt has a regular gasoline engine and will drive like a Prius if you want it to. If you want to be a little mamby-pamby, non-smug having person, it will drive like a Prius. Not quite like a Prius, it'll still be electric with a lot of power. So, you know, not at all like a Prius. It still has power, no matter what. Any way you drive it, you still get almost 300 foot-pounds of torque. That's 273, I think. Almost 300 foot-pounds of torque. And 150 horsepower, roughly, give or take. That's enough to overtake anybody at the stoplight. 0 to 30, let's just say, is pretty good. And you'll generally win that stoplight race while sniffing your smug. Prius can't keep up. They don't even try. They just, because they're a Prius driver. They burn gasoline. That just instantly makes it worse. My smug, perfect. Perfect smug. My airplane is perfect airplane. I don't know if you can hear that. I can, so I'm going to wait a second. But my experience with the Chevy Volt over 2 years, I've had 1 oil change, 1. I've had to re-air my tires to 44 PSI about 5 times due to weather changes. 44 PSI. That gets me 5.5 miles per kilowatt hour or higher. I get up to 60 miles on electric. My commute is 30. You do the math. I've burned 1.2 gallons inside of a year, outside of a year. I'm still on my $5 of gas that I put in August of 2017. It is now October of 2017, and I still have miles left out of those original gallons of gas. $5 worth, $5 US worth, $5. You can't buy a box of chicken for $5, but I can drive for a year on $5 of gas because of solar-powered Smug. Solar-powered Smug now. My power bill went up $15 a month when I was powering it off of non-solar powered Smug. That's coal, or in this region it's actually nuclear. So hey, that's cool. That's cool. Smug powered by the sun right now. That's a fine vintage. Fine vintage. So in 2 years, my power bill went up $15 for my average commute. I haven't spent more than that in my commuting time. About $15 a month. Tracked it daily. Because, you know, every Smug person knows their vintage of Smug. That's how it works. Got the solar panels installed, so now I charge solarly. Yes, solarly charged Smugness right here. And my power bill decreased down to the base fee of $10 a month. Just to be connected to the grid in case stuff happens. 6.1 kilowatt hour solar panels charging my Smugmobile. And that's my 2-year review. Basically, in 2 years, I've had 44 PSI tires. I'm still on the same tires, but they are due to be swapped out. I have to admit that, but it's 2013 and this is 2018. So 5 years in tires, about 40,000 miles. They're getting up there. Why is everyone here? My neighbors just came home, so they don't know. They don't know about the Smugmobile. They're trying to wonder. They're looking at me right now. They're driving an SUV. It's a Pilot. Good car, don't get me wrong. Very good car. But it does not offer premium Smug levels of premium Smug. It's just a good car. So yeah, let's face it. Smug level here, economics level here. Now that we got all these green people out of the way who are like, oh, he's not using gasoline and not contributing fossil fuels. And then you get your other people who come in and go, oh, lithium's destroying our planet. Remember, oil kind of ruined the Middle East. Just saying. But right now, I did this all for money and not for the green effect. I do appreciate the green effect, but it's all economics. And simple fact is, my old car was 35 miles per gallon when gas was $3. I spent 1 gallon a day, so that's $3 a day. 22 days a month, so that's about $66 a month. This is $15 a month. My other car was dying, and I was looking for a used car. This was $15,000 used. I didn't even have to worry about the tax credit. It was just 15 grand used out the door. It knocked my commute down by it knocked my commute down by $50 a month. And that was just the commute, not the extra driving I did on the weekends. Just the commute. So it knocked it down $50 a month. That's $600 a year. That's an easy savings. I went from $30 oil changes every 3,000 miles to one $25 oil change that I did myself after 2 years. 2 years. That's a simple math. Got the solar panels. It's the same type of math. I took out my power bill. 6.1 kilowatt hour solar panels. Takes care of all my energy needs except for the $10 connection fee from Duke Energy. They have a great program. It's that net metering buyback. So power bill goes down to $10. All the power I use is now from solar going into the Volt. It has a 10-year payoff after all the tax credits and everything's said and done. 10-year payoff after that. I've got 15 years of a warranty on solar panels that will pay for pretty much all of my energy. That will power my Volt. Smug meter is pretty much at 99.9 because I still have to burn gas. So Tesla still got me beat by that much, but Teslas are really expensive and the payoff period is a lot higher. But the economics period of the Volt, way higher. Most people don't even know it drives like a regular car. Most people don't know you can put gas in it and never charge it if you don't want to. You'll still get 45 miles per gallon. That's a great freaking car. Like, I don't know why they didn't advertise that. It's a normal driving, normal engine, normal hybrid with 60 miles roughly, give or take, between 38 and 60 miles of electric power that I use pretty much for everything. I can't remember the last time the engine turned on because I ran out of battery. It's been at least 10 months. 10 months. So yeah, smug level is very fine. It's up here. It's up here. Economics level on the Volt is just crazy off the chart, especially the used ones. These things last for a long time. Transmissions don't give you problems. Your engine barely runs. I mean, heck, when I changed the oil, it was golden. I mean, it probably had, I think, 800 miles on it when I changed it, and that was from all the test drives at CarMax. I'm not joking. Like, that's basics of it. Most expensive thing I'll probably have to do, knock on plastic, is change the tires. About $600 for low rolling resistance tires, and that's for all 4 of them changed, balanced, mounted, out the door. Not that expensive. Tires are normal. So yeah, it's a basic economics question. Green is cheaper. It's just a long shot of green is cheaper. So my smug comes from just running the numbers. That's all there is to it. My 2-year review, 0 issues. Haven't been to the dealership. Haven't cared about the dealership. Haven't done anything other than simply put air in the tires, change the oil, fill it up with gas with $5 a year and something ago, put a tiny bit more in to make the age about 6 months. It does an average age, so you add a little bit of gas. If I were to do $5 again, I'll put $2.50 in, run it a little bit, put another $2.50 in at the 6-month mark when the engine tells me that my gas is stale. That's not a big deal. You just don't run much weight in it. You get about 60 miles at max of 60 miles max of electric, and you get about 35 miles in the cold. And after that, the engine comes on. Who cares? By that point, you are still clearing hundreds of miles per gallon over the life. Mine hasn't gone below 250, like, ever. So yeah, smug here, solar smug way up here, but economics on this car are crazy high. If you're just looking for a grocery getter that's comfortable, you're back and forth to work every day. I mean, shoot, it has a lot of storage space. Who cares? It's got nice entertainment there. Who cares? Like, all that stuff's really nice. It does have USB plug, so that's good. And it's got one of the XM if you want that. But I like the USB stick. Who doesn't listen to Prince? And if you don't, you should. So yeah, solar-powered smug. My 2-year review in a nutshell. Solar-powered smug, $15 a month commute, about 50 to 60 miles per day if I want to, but about 40 let's say 40 to 55 miles per day. Costs $1 to charge. This thing's so cheap to charge. Like, that's crazy. $1 for 60 miles of travel. So yeah, 10 kilowatt hours, that's $1.12 at 10 kilowatt hours. That's about all it will take. So on my average day, it's 50 cents a charge. You tell me where a 30-mile commute costs 50 cents. Yeah, I'm not hearing it, so. The Smug is strong and good. Embrace the Smug. Electric, hybrids, this is the easiest thing in the world. You don't even have to think about it. Get in, as long as you have gas, you're going to go. As long as you have electricity, you're going to go. It drives like a Prius. It just has a very long range before you run out of it. I don't know why they didn't advertise that whole it's a normal gas engine inside. Who knows? Who cares? It's great for the used market though. So, 2-year review of the Volt. Awesome. Awesome. Smug level is pushing up a little bit, and that's okay. Y'all take care.